So I was talking to a guy today who was around 30 years old and was saying that he missed an opportunity in his life to gain success, like massive success. So he's now like gonna settle for a life of like working for someone else until he retires, right? And like he missed that big opportunity. That was his like playing thought on his mind, right? But I wanted to tell him like you're literally 30 years old. If you lived till you're 90, let's just say, hopefully on average, people live to like 80 something, but let's just say 90, round it up. You've had like only a third of your life up to this point. Do you see? You literally have two more of your current lifetimes to live. Let's just say you wasted the last 6 months of your current life. So from 29 and a half to 30, you just fucked around, dicked about, didn't fuck all, like just wasted your time. And now you're 30, right? You wasted that 6 month period. That is still only 1.5% of your entire life up till this point. It's crazy how people write off the rest of their life because it didn't go a certain way by a certain time. That's just madness to me. So then I was just like going on to say like telling them about this and like you're really not in that situation. You should be able to kind of do this. And then it just got me thinking like, see the internet, okay? It was invented, it's 2023, I'm recording this video. It was invented in 1983. It became accessible to the public in 1993. So 30 years, like pretty much this year, right? It only became good in like 2003. It was probably like good around 1996, 1997, but let's just say 2003. So for the last 20 years, the internet's been a good thing, right? Look, I'm just gonna put some perspective here for you. Look how many millionaires have been made in the last 20 years thanks to the internet. Probably several million millionaires. Probably several billionaires too. Probably, well, I know definitely pretty much every billionaire. Because like, even you think about the biggest billionaires in the world, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, these people are all internet-based entrepreneurs. Jeff Bezos with Amazon. If you haven't heard of Amazon, what the fuck are you doing? Elon Musk he started with PayPal or X or something, whatever it was called. But that launched him into like financial success. That got him into different things. Now he's doing SpaceX, Tesla, all these different incredible things, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. But this is like all internet-based entrepreneurs. And that's in the last 20 years. Now, you may not be as talented as them. You may not be as like sharp as them, witty as them, as to be honest, wit it wasn't even the right word, is like just may not be as smart as them, right? And technical as them, like mass influential as these people, right? But how many dumbasses do you know who have made fortunes, millions on YouTube or another social media platform because they've built an audience, because they've got AdSense coming in, because they've got all these different things coming in? And some of these people are like 20 years old. Some of these people, I've seen this 14-year-old girl who was earning like 80 grand a year from YouTube alone, like let alone anything else. So this girl probably started her channel when she was like 2 years ago. Prior to that, so 12. It took her 2 years to become like what, I don't know. It's not really the 1% of earners, but like in the top 2% of earners, for example, 3%, top 5% of earners in all of the world. And she's not even old enough to drive. She's 14 years old. This is mental. So to write off your entire life, think about that. Like, what type of shit mindset do you need to have to write off your entire life? So you're 30 now, and you're telling me in the next 10 years you can't even make 50 grand a year passively, or 50 grand a year through something that you're passionate about, through something that you want to build, rather than just your dead end 9 to 5 shit job that you just don't like, hate. You just hate going to every single day because it sucks the life out of you. You're telling me you're going to have enough inspiration for the next 10 years to get your head down on something to allow you to bring in 6 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. Surely in this day and age you can make it. You see, yeah, if this was 1980s, you would have a massive pass, because the opportunities then, the internet wasn't there as it is today. There was no social media back then. It was like just words. It was like a white screen, black letters, words. That was the internet. it took so much advancement, it took so much effort from other people to get to this point where it is now, that you can just literally plug into it now, like me creating this YouTube video, a YouTube channel, sending information out onto it, get people's eyeballs onto it, you build an audience that way, you get monetized that way, you sell to your audience that way, you've created a wealth for yourself in this lifetime. It is not too late, boys. It is not too late. It's just a matter of literally just starting something. Put your attention into it for the next 5 to 10 years. Do not deviate. Do not look elsewhere. To be honest, it's easier said than done, because I looked elsewhere for a long time. But then it's only recently when I'm just like, no, you know what? If I keep looking elsewhere constantly of the next like shiny thing, I'm not going to get deep enough into the thing I need to like get deep enough into for it to actually bear fruit. I'm just surface level hopping from each opportunity to opportunity. So I'm in that situation now where I can really dive deep into this channel, for example, and already I'm seeing growth. And it's just like, that's happened in a month and a half. So what's to say what's going to happen in a year's time from now, right? It's going to be hopefully incredible, and hopefully something that I can live off of, which would be fantastic. So think about how much time have you wasted in your life currently, and put it in perspective. That example I gave, so you're 30 and you've wasted the last 6 months, that's 1.5% of your entire life up to date. Put it in perspective, are you 50? Have you wasted the last 25 years of your life? That's 50% of your life, but you've still got 40 years left potentially, if we live up to 90. How about if you're probably like more the demographic of this channel, what about if you're like 15, 16, and you've not done anything with your life? You haven't developed in any area of your life. You're shit with girls, you're shit with money, you're shit with like having no respect in your family, like your physique is shit. You've wasted the last 15 years. Let's say you're 15, right? But with this same logic, that is only 15, 30, 60, that's 4, and then 6. That is a sixth of your entire life up to date. That is, what is that percentage wise? 33, 15, just call it like 15 roughly percent of your entire life up to date. You've still got majority of your life yet. You've still got like 80% of your life left. Don't waste that. Don't write it off like that guy I was talking to you today was. That is a wrong mindset. With the opportunities you have these days, you've got plenty of time to make it happen. So get your head down and make it happen.